Up?
All right, guys, we'll stop there. Thank you, Coach.
What's
We'll
up?
see you over the player link.
Let me see this. Shemaine Man, AB the Hero. We are back again with another live stream. Let me move this down here. I have Pelicans game is on right now versus the Knicks. Tie ball game, third quarter, 31 seconds left. The Hornets just finished. They took another L. Let's see. Man, it wasn't that much of a good game, man. But they played back to back. It's another L to the Cleveland Cavaliers. We'll kind of talk about that a bit tonight. Now let some folks come in. I think one of the things that we will do for that Hornets game is we'll probably watch this post-game press conference here live, all of us here, and then so we'll have that dialogue. And then as this Knicks versus the Pelicans game kind of ends, we'll talk about that as well. It's such a crazy time in the NBA though, because none of our favorite players are playing. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is out. Damn near Anthony Davis is out. LaMelo, Lonzo, James Harden, Kyrie is in and out. Kevin Durant, golly. It's just for a guy who wants to get on here with you all and talk NBA and talk hoops, it's like almost impossible to do so because everybody is out. And then so we can get on here like tonight and we could talk about Hornets versus the Cavaliers game. But y'all, we could talk about the Pelicans versus the Knicks, but Zoe ain't even playing. It's a game where right now into the third quarter, it's 89 points. So they'll probably crack, 100 here in the fourth quarter, whatever. And it'll end up being an exciting game. But we look at this, let me pull it up here. We look at this Cavaliers versus the Hornets game. The Hornets scored 90 points. You can't win in the NBA right now scoring 90 points. It's just not a thing that you can do. The NBA currently is not set up for you to be able to get that off. And that's currently what we're dealing with right now as far as the NBA goes. So we'll see, man. But let me know, man, as y'all in here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I was watching a live stream from your boy Kevin Samuels, who everybody talks about, and he said we need a 50% ratio. We need a 50% ratio on the like button. So if it's 16 of y'all in here, we need at least 8 likes. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, dang, bro, that's actually that's doable. You feel me? That ain't even like a tough ass. Like, could we get a 50% ratio on the like button? Your boy would appreciate it. I'm going to pull up here. We'll get this screen share going from the box score for the Pels game. I mean, the Cavs game. So let me see. And I wonder... My dog, God of Blackness. I'll give you that mod, man. You've been holding it down, man. Shout out to you, my guy. It's big things. So let's see. See what we can get. I can talk 1,000 miles. I'm trying to do this live stream tonight with a different computer, man. So y'all give me some grace as we try to figure this stuff out and make sure it's there. There we go. All right. So we got it 103 to 90. 103 to 90 is what we got on tonight's game, Hornets game. Obviously, no LaMelo Ball, a low-scoring affair. And if you watch the game, man, you hear the announcers just talk about it's just a slow game, and they kind of equated it to energy, right? And it's a back-to-back, dead legs. They're not really there, but they also talked about the fact that it has been kind of consistent of the team looking like they're playing with low energy, and I think that that is something that everybody, if you've been watching, and they drop. That's what I'm saying. It's hard out here. And so I think that that's something that everybody, if you've been watching this Hornets basketball, that's the thing that you've been worried about. When LaMelo went down, one of the things that folks were still excited about is that there were times in those first couple of games where they were playing with pace, and everybody was like, yo, they're playing as if LaMelo's still out there. They ain't missed a beat. And folks were happy. And I think that these games like tonight where you score 90 points is the rough stuff. Now, obviously, they are missing a bunch of key components. You're missing in a game like tonight, PJ Washington is not playing. Gordon Hayward is not playing. Obviously, LaMelo, Malik Monk is. So you got a lot of points left on the table. So it's hard to really point the finger at them and say, yo, you're doing something wrong, because truthfully, they're just missing a lot of pieces. And this is also what I was saying earlier. When we start to get on here to talk about NBA basketball, it is hard at this point to talk about NBA basketball because nobody's playing right now. And look at this Cleveland Cavaliers roster here, man. There's no superstars. Obviously, you got Kevin Love and you got Garland here, but you don't even got the other boy who everybody likes, man. Yes, they need to sign Jello. Like, this game don't even have the top amount of stars that it could have from the Cleveland team. I was listening to them talk, man. They talking about how Larry Nance is a vet now, and I'm like, golly, man, what's going on with the NBA? I don't know. Matthew Dellavedova is back in Cleveland. That was pretty dope, man. I'm excited to see him back there because he was a butt. Look at this, 3.3 points a game. Come on, man. It's hard out here, man. I want to give y'all this NBA content, but the NBA got the update game right here, right now in the streets, man. But let's do this. I'm going to pull up this post-game press conference from that Hornets game, and we'll watch that, and then we'll get into this Pelicans game as it's closing down, 93-89. The Pelicans are trailing currently. I see you tonight. Da-na-na-na-na-na. All right. And I miss you. All right, let's get into this.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to Richard and then Raphael.
Coach Brago.
All right.
Yes, sir.
How they going? Let's skip into
Yes,
this.
sir.
Let me refresh this here. See you tonight. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Post game. All right, here we go.
You, Coach, and we'll get started.
All right, so here's the post game press conference from
All right,
tonight's game. Let's see if we can blow this boy up a little bit. All right.
Start with Will and Mike Solarte.
JB, there was a story on ESPN that basically called
Exactly.
the schedule brutal. A couple of different.
That's 9 days to victory. You're 100% right. Like, legitimately, in order to watch the NBA right now, you need a roster. If you look at the Laker game last night, you need a damn roster. You need the NBA reference guide to see who are we watching right now, because nobody is playing basketball. And it's crazy because obviously there's less games to the season, 72, but they're playing more. So they're playing every other night, damn near. And then you have the play-in game. So it's just a lot of games for these folks to play. And it's a lot of games to have just whoever and their mama out there. And it's crazy because early in the season, we were losing players to COVID and all of that stuff. And now it's not so much the issue. It's just like people actually getting injured and all of that jazz. And so I wonder if when they look back on this season, if the condensed schedule is one of the things that they point to of why most of the games are not featuring your top players. But let's get into this press conference.
executives / coaches were called, at least to talk about it. How would you characterize just what this schedule has been as you sit now, 51, 52 games into the
Yeah, I mean, this is unprecedented. I mean, these guys are gassed. It's no excuse. Every team is. That's just the nature of this season. My goal here moving forward is just to keep this group healthy and moving forward. But I'm not going to run our guys into the ground, finding more injuries here across the board. I got to be smart with our group. And, we just got to move forward. I've just never seen anything like this schedule-wise. And you're seeing it throughout the league. I'm not a doctor. I don't get into that. The injury stuff, that's for other people to figure out. That's not on me. But I'll do my best. I can control our guys and try to do my best to keep them fresh. We're limited on bodies. We've got a limited group right now, but we'll do our best.
Is there anything with
I feel like this is exactly what I was just talking about. I think the NBA has to do something. I remember earlier in the season, they were talking about expanded rosters and being able to carry more players. Like, this is what they need to do. But I think part of the issue is guys like James Borrego. And I think he's a good coach. So let me say that, because I'm not hating on you too much. But I think that when you look at a roster with a lot of bigs and a lot of guys who are not touching the floor at times, and earlier in the season, he was going super deep into the roster, obviously, but he was not touching the floor with the right folks. But everybody's shorthanded right now, and it's crazy that they need to be. I don't know if you need to open the trade. Obviously, you don't need the trade deadline, but like the free agent market, something's got to happen, man, because this basketball is almost getting unbearable to watch.
the stretch that approaches your frustration level aside from the injuries? Like, what's your biggest source of frustration outside of the injuries?
No, it's that this group, they're giving us their best. They're giving us their best. We're limited offensively right now. We'll try to get to 100 points, as much as we can. It's going to be a challenge. It's just going to be a challenge. No excuses. This is our group. Whoever's available on Friday will play. And
it's funny to hear him say this now, because earlier in the season when folks were struggling, he was like, I got to find them shots. I gotta do a better job at coaching. And so now to hear him be like, yo, we'll try. I don't know. But
and we move forward.
I personally kind of give them a pass, though, not gonna lie, because you are missing a ton of your key guys right now. Everybody's down, but like everyone hurt. Yeah, Vernon Carey can't get. That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's the type of stuff that make me question, like, you're sitting here talking about how everybody is gassed. Let's look at this tonight, man. Let's see how many minutes. Let me pull this up. How many minutes did Vernon Carey get tonight? You had guys on that bench who could have got some burn. And I don't know if they're going deep enough. Earlier in the season, he was trying to play every guard in the book. But you got Vernon Carey, who didn't DNP coach's decision. Nick Richards, DNP coach's decisions. You got Miles Bridges, Jaden. I don't know, man. You got Terry Rozier back, so that's cool. But he played 43 minutes, gave you 22 points. Devontae Graham, who was supposed to be, this is supposed to be his awakening right now that Melo is out, and he's supposed to be doing this thing and taking over. And he played 34 minutes tonight and gave you 15 points. And 7 assists, 1 board, 0 turnovers, which is cool. But you got to score, man. You got to score. He knocked down 5 3-pointers. I guess, shoot, man. What else you want? My man, Elijah Shaw, man. That membership, though. I see you. Appreciate it, man. We should make a playoffs. Hopefully, Melo will be back in time. Bruh, here's the thing with the playoffs. I just did this thing. I was just listening to the playing games. And the crazy stuff with the playing games is that, even I thought it was 8 and 9 who play in. They're going 7, 8, 9, 10 are playing games. So right now, the Warriors are sitting at the 7th spot. So they're going to have to win versus some pretty desperate teams in order to make it into the playoffs. So the 7th seed is not safe, which makes me nervous. Because even if you get Melo back and you get him back and right there before you go into those playing games and it's his first or second game back, like you asking a lot of your young guy. Melo to McDaniel is going to be a great show to watch. That's a fact. I want to see Melo to Vernon Carey, man.
I just got to manage their minutes and their bodies as best as I can. If people return, they return. If not, this is the group. So nobody feeling sorry for us. We just got to move forward.
Let's go to Mike Solarte.
Hey, JB, you've said it already a couple of times. There are no excuses. You have to admire the fight your guys put up there. But I mean, it just seemed like the legs just weren't there tonight, and they were still battling. What do you take out of this one to build for Friday to try to find? Obviously, you'll give the guys maybe a little downtime to kind of chill a little bit and heal up. But how do you build from the positives that there were tonight from you guys?
Yeah, I think it's the mindset of not giving in, keep fighting, keep clawing. I'll just keep looking and trying to discover new lineups and new ways to get creative. We've done it.
Hit the like button for sure, man. I got to set it up, man, so I can see how many likes and stuff we got. But there's not much you can do to get creative, bro. You just have to play guys who are on your roster. You're losing games anyway. So you might as well try something new. Do something different. Give somebody else a shot. I just want to see JBA Melo to show up and set on fire dimes and points. Bro, I would love to see that. That would be huge, man. Huge, huge, huge. This guy coaches a hater. Melo needs to go. What? This guy. Oh. I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying like Melo got to go, like he got to get out. But you talking about the coach is, yes. I can see that, man. I can see him not being a fan of rocking with these folks here, man. Just to say,
we're not going to stop. That's the biggest thing. We're not going to stop. We just got to, do our best to get creative, to try to help this group score and find points. And what I can take from this game is just continue to battle. Life's not always easy. This is sport, and you got to continue to fight and claw and scratch. My belief, Mike, is just over time, our guys will just get better. I think in the end, these guys that are getting minutes right now, it's time for them to develop and grow, and these are valuable minutes for them.
Yes.
And maybe we got to look at Vern and Nick a little bit more right now and see what they have. Take a look at them as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we take a look at a few of those guys as well to spell Biz and Cody as well. But the positive, Mike, is just the reps they're getting right now in an NBA game. That's the positive. It's not easy when you're losing, a game or two here, but the positive is they are getting some experience.
Are some of the guys, not the three that we're talking about, LaMelo and Gordon, obviously, but is Malik maybe close, or PJ maybe close to being back? Have you gotten any indication that they could be less than a week away?
Mike, I wish I knew. I really don't. I mean, I'm getting updates here, and there's nothing to report. I wish I had good news. I wish I had a timeline. I just don't, and I can't worry about it. I just got to coach this group in front of me.
Thanks, Coach.
Just got to coach this group in front of me, folks.
Go to Richard and then Raphael.
Coach Borrego, Rich Walker, CarolinaSportsHub.com. I know you have
Watch
talked
Borrego
about you want pace. You would like to push it with the offensive limitations. Is there thoughts to that being part of the creativity to maybe slow down the pace and try to be a little more determined offensively?
I don't even know if they need to land another big. That's the thing, is we might have our big on the bench and we just not giving him any shine. Legitimately, that could be what is happening right now with the Hornets. Is they have Vernon Carey, they got Nick Richards. They could have the big for the future right now on the bench, and they just don't want to play him. And the tough part about a guy like James Borrego is he is one of those guys who like seems to be I'm going to rock with the system. And what I mean by that is there's a hierarchy to this thing, right? When you watch the LaMelo trying to get his minutes early on, and I really trust these guys, but I don't know if I trust him yet. We watched Brad Wanamaker join the squad, and immediately he a veteran. We trust him. I got so much trust for Brad. And so you have a Bismack, you got a Cody Zeller, and James Borrego understands what a Vernon Carey playing really well does for he understands what a Vernon Carey playing really well does for Bismack and for Cody Zeller. It hurts their stock. They come to the bench. And when you trying to get that next contract and they like, damn, but you just got ousted by a rookie. What's the numbers looking like? Because this is a free agent year. This is a last contract year for those guys. So he's trying to legitimately save them and help them get some bread for next season. But it ain't we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. Borrego. All right. That's what I keep saying. Let's see. He has players, but he's certain picks. The other players can't get exactly. He's not gonna let them shine. That's not in his thing that he's trying to do right now. And I can somewhat appreciate his kind of what seems to be his stance. And it looks like update on this Knicks Pelicans game. Knicks still up 104-93. But it seems like he is a guy who is acutely aware of where his players are as far as contracts and all of that jazz. And he's trying to play and really help those guys get to the next level. However, I think that it is also tough because he's putting his team in a position to catch some heavy L's.
To run plays, or does that defeat the purpose of what your talent?
It's a tough balance. I'm working through it myself. I'm trying to figure that out. It's if we slow it down now, those defenses are set. It makes it tougher on us in the half court. I want to speed them up. I try to get some easy ones, but that's been a challenge as well. And it fatigues our guys. It puts a lot of pressure on 8 or 9 guys to play at that pace and try to find offense. They're doing everything we're asking of them defensively. I think we're doing all we can defensively, even in the Laker game and the Atlanta game. And tonight, our defense is at least giving us a chance.
This is what I've been saying all season, is that they're good enough as a team who can, if they can get out and run, they can cause enough confusion and they can score enough easy buckets to make things happen. Where they struggle is if you slow it down and then we have to play half-court basketball, where now it turns into who has the best 5 players on the court. And it's hard for them to have the best 5 players on the court, especially because they got such a kind of young team, right? You look at the PJ Washingtons, who's only in year 2, I believe. You look at your probably one of your top players is LaMelo, who is a rookie. Now you have some veterans in Zeller and Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier, but those guys are also not typically going to be the best guys on the court, period, depending on what's happening. And so that's hard to do when you slow that thing down.
Just trying to find that balance of playing in transition, playing with pace, and doing some stuff in the half court. I don't have.
What if y'all watch, and this is on another note, but if you watch this, go watch the Pelicans game right now. If you just pull up the Pelicans game and look at what Lonzo is wearing sitting on the sideline, and then go look at the Hornets game from last night and see what LaMelo was wearing. And you can see the difference in their attitudes and just the way that they approach the court. You feel me? I seen LaMelo look like he had on some from straight out of Wakanda. I don't know what it was. It was fly as hell though. and I'm looking at Zoe with it's just like he got on a regular tracksuit, like an old windbreaker. And so that's just something I just noticed looking over at the screen. Check that out, man. They're just a different animal, same beast.
The perfect answer right now. I'm just working through it, and we'll do our best.
Let's go to Raphael.
Hey, JB, Raphael from
My man Raphael, 3-point conversion. What's up, my guy?
the 3-point conversion. You only had the team only had 12 free throw attempts tonight because of the fatigue and what you were speaking about. Do you want to edge them on to get to the basket more, or because of the punishment and the fatigue, you know, is it like hard to determine what you want them to do as far as that?
We like free throws, obviously. You know, we want to get there. We want to be aggressive. I thought our guys did a great job tonight of kicking out. I mean, we had 44 threes, and that's a good formula for us to get to 100. The unfortunate part is we were 16 for 44. I mean, you know, when we go Tay and Terry 4 for 10, 5 for 13, Caleb 0 for 4. I mean, we were 16 for 44. We got threes that, you know, normally produce good numbers for us. We just didn't knock them down tonight. To answer your question, we do want free throws. We value that. I think our guys tried to get there. When they did, we had a hard time finishing. We had a hard time getting to the free throw line. When we did kick it out and make the right decisions, we just didn't knock them down.
All right, guys. We'll stop there. Thank you, Coach. We'll see you over the player link questions, and we'll get started.
See y'all on the player link. All right. I feel like there was some good information in there. The acknowledgement that, hey man, we need to probably play Vernon Carey and Nick Richards and give Cody and Bismack a spell. Like, to me, that's good news. Hit that like button, man. Let's get it at that 50% mark, man. It's 35. 32, 30 people watching it here, man. We should at least be at 15 likes, man. Can we do that? Can we get it to 15 likes? You ain't hit it, man. Hit it for your boy. Hornets have shooters, but they need a score. Exactly. Here's what the Hornets need, bro. Not only do they need a scorer, they need a facilitator. They need somebody who is going to, like, make it easy for these folks to score. That's what they were missing with LaMelo. Is that even if he didn't get the assist, he had the hockey assist, where he could kick it up to somebody who could be in better position to get it to somebody to get an easy bucket. And so what we're seeing now is you got guys who can go off. I mean, Terry Rozier, we've seen him go bananas. We've seen Devontae Graham have moments of looking like a super scorer. Miles Bridges has had moments, but the thing that you're missing is that it's a different game when you throw that thing up and Miles Bridges can score 6 points just off of lobs. And then he can get going and give you another 3 from behind the arc. You know what I mean? Another 3 threes. So little stuff like that where the game just becomes a bit easier from having guys who can facilitate and get other people involved. Let me do this, man. I'm going to add the StreamYard link, man. Invite some folks in. This Pelicans game is coming down to the wire. 107 to 101, 4 minutes left to go, and them boys look like they're about to catch a L. Hey, here we go. That's the StreamYard link, man. If y'all want to jump in here, we can wrap a tad. Let me know what's up. Why was I placed on timeout? Answer, please. One of the mods did that. Why you place it? You probably was being reckless. Oh, reckless. Chat room, stay on topic. There you go. Bum, bum, ba-dum. My man, God of Blackness. That's a cold name too, man. But yeah, hit the StreamYard link, man. You can jump in here. We can wrap a tad. Let me pull up the box score for this other game that we're watching tonight. It sucks, man. Same thing, man. I know I keep saying this, but We got let me see. I did it. You're being right. Let me see. Hey man, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. All right. All right, so let's see. 109, 103. 3 minutes to go in this game here. No Lonzo Ball playing tonight. No LaMelo playing tonight. Julius Randle giving you a 30 piece. And it's looking good, man. Ha. All right. Who y'all got y'all money on, man? Right now, 109, 103. You got $100 to bet. You taking the Knicks? You taking the Pelicans? Okay, but coach was talking. I see. Yeah. That boy Zion a beast, man. I would say that, man. I'm surprised that Zion is actually doing as good as he is doing right now in the NBA. Like, I thought that he was going to be decent, but I think for the style of play that he has evolved his game to is so much different than what we like knew and love him to do, right? So just being a high flyer, dunking on people, and just kind of brute strength and all what we got from him while he was in high school versus like them little kids. Let's see. I'm surprised that he has managed to still kind of keep that same game. Well, obviously not the high flying as much, but his on the ground game and his strength and just being able to like score over anybody is kind of crazy to me. I didn't know if he had that. I didn't know he had that in his bag. I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised that him and Ingram are doing well together because they just get to trade off, right? So it ain't no ingenuity to that offense. It's all right, bro. You got the ball. You do what you're gonna do. Okay, now I got the ball. Now I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You got the ball. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. And then they just trade off. And so a guy like Ingram, who is lanky and can score, he gonna do all right. Should be watching more action in game. Huh. Oh, I see the ACC games. Well, I'm saying even in college, like I was surprised that he was balling like he was doing in college. I'm watching him play defense right now, and because when I watched him in high school, I would just see these amazing highlights. And I would look at who the highlight was on, and I'm like, yeah, but I probably can get out there and get that highlight, and not that highlight like him, but I could probably get a bucket on little Timmy. And so to see him, because even I was just watching the video today, and it was Jalen Rose and Stephen A. Smith talking, and they were saying it is about a year ago. The video was from about a year ago, and Jalen Rose was saying that Zion would not have played or not have been able to start on the Fab Five, right? And the whole idea was, and Jalen Rose was saying he wouldn't have started over Juwan Howard or C Webb. Maybe they would have adjusted and put him at small forward or something. and this was based on his time at Duke. And then what really dated the video was as they were closing it out, they said, and this crazy is that Zion might not even be the best player on this Duke team. And like by the end of his season at Duke, it was a clear cut, not questionable that he was the best player. So it's like, there's just something to think about, man, is that most folks throughout his kind of journey knew that he was going to be decent, but they didn't know he was going to be like, they didn't know if it was going to translate. But what he had was just enough to be like, yo, we got to continue to give this kid a shot. And he has continued to elevate his game in a way that's like, yo, damn, Zion, you might be what the hype was. And I like the fact that every now and again we get a glimpse of that super athleticism. Dang, they can't score to say they like, man. 106 or 114. He got hella P guard skill. Yeah, and court vision, exactly. And I didn't see that coming. Could be because everyone has been trending to be more slim and strong. And he comes, this brute Zion, and just overpowers him. He does overpower him, but he also has this like crazy finesse agility. And that's what I'm saying is in high school, we seen the athleticism, but it really looked like, all right, if I catch you on transition and they throw a lob up, nobody in here can jump with me. But I'm seeing him handle it, go to work, spin moves, post game, all of the stuff that we never see him have to do in his early years when he first came on the scene. I'm gonna add the StreamYard invite one more time, man. If you want to jump on the stream, you definitely can. Bam, bam. StreamYard. And let's get the likes up, man. What we got to do, this is what I need y'all to do, man, because right now your boy LaMelo out and all of this jazz. So the YouTube algorithm angels or whatever, they just like, yo, bro. So when y'all click on one of these videos, man, I need y'all to dive straight into the like button, man, so we can go ahead and let the other subs and everybody know that we doing this thing. So jump in there, man, and rock with me, man. Hit that like button. So y'all gotta hit that like button for the boy. Biggest problem with Zoe's game is BI. BI hold the ball too long, does not pass it back to open Zoe. Yeah, I agree. I think that I'm not surprised that BI and Zion work well. I'm not surprised that BI and Zoe doesn't work well. We got 40 people. That's what I'm saying, man. Let's get these likes up. That boy is Julius Randle. I remember he used to be almost not as thick as Zion, but he was up there. I don't know why they kept Zoe. All right, so actually I believe I do know why. And I think the issue with Zoe was coming out of the bubble last year, he did not have a great showing in the bubble, right? So his value at that point was too low to try to move because you weren't going to get what you really, really, really wanted to get from him, right? And then I believe that as he began to play this season and really, really started hooping, he had increased his value past like the most you could have got from him for him last season. So like he had some games where it looked like, yo, Lonzo Ball got that thing. If we put him in the right position, he gonna do what it do. And so I think that other teams were like, yo, we'll take him off your hands because obviously y'all don't want to use him correctly. And then they were like, cool, you can take him off our hands, but we ain't giving no discounts. And everybody's like, come on, bro, you ain't even going, he gonna leave anyway. And it was like, nah, man, we ain't finna do it. And so I think that's what it was. He had elevated his game to a place that folks from last year were like, all right, bro, now we're going to have to spend some extra money. And the Pelicans was like, nah, we're not giving him up cheap. And shake up the coaching situation like Atlanta, they will start winning games. Yes, I think so too. I feel like this is what I've learned from watching from watching the every one of these Hornets games, right? Because I think that historically, what I'll say is that I have watched teams who are like really good, right? So I've been a LeBron guy for a while. So like I'm watching the Lakers play. I'm watching the Cavs play, the Heat play every game. And when you watch games with folks who are like really good, it don't really matter who's coaching. Folks is hooping, right? But when you watch these teams that are like that have talent, that the only way that they're going to win is if you're legitimately drawing plays and you're strategically having rotations that bring the best out of everybody, you start to see the value of coaching. So it's like when I'm watching a Borrego, I understand now how important it is for you to, as an NBA head coach, to make the right call, to have the right starting five, to have the right six man, to have the right this and that. When you got like a LeBron, you got a Steph Curry, you got like all of that stuff matters. But at the end of the day, if we need 50 to win, LeBron can give us 50, right? We got Kyrie and LeBron. At the end of the day, we could turn this into, all right, I'm going to give you 40. He going to give you 40. We need somebody else to get the rest of y'all to give us 40 between the other 10 of y'all. And you ain't really got to be an outstanding coach to do that. But with these type of teams like the Hornets, with like the Pelicans, with like the Knicks, and you got to do it by committee, you got to really create space for your committee to shine in each way. And that takes an immaculate coach. And so when you look at the Hawks and a team that was losing, I wish I could go back, but I remember there was a live stream that we did with my guys at the beginning of the year, my man Sports Inside Angle. And he was talking about he was disappointed in the Hawks. And I was looking at their roster. I was like, bro, y'all got some guys. Y'all should have a pretty good season. And I'm looking at them now, and they just moved into the 4th seed. And I'm like, bro, that coaching change, man, it just shows you how important that is. I mean, which value who we trade with the Knicks? Oh, let me see this. Who said something about earlier? I wish that Oubre Zoe trade happened, but Steve Kerr stay hating. That's what I'm saying. Steve Kerr, they was probably ready to pull that. He was like, for a what? No way. I'm not having LeVar here. And he probably vetoed that himself. He probably went to the front office and said, if y'all trade him, I quit. If y'all trade for him, I quit. And they probably said, come on, Steve, bro, we need a point guard. It'd be so nice. If y'all trade for and he probably vetoed that trade just like that. Worst GMs, David Griffin. David Griffin, man, he's the cat who ended up eventually getting that and so this game is over 116 and 106. Knicks hooping. But he was the dude who ended up getting that original trade done that got all of those players there. So I feel like you traded Anthony Davis and you got some Laker guys but stupid GM Golden State Warriors GM for not picking LaMelo. Yeah, they all bad over there. They all bad. That's probably one of the worst decisions that they would have made, man. How crazy would it have been for them to go ahead and just draft Melo, then make the Oubre trade and get Zoe in Golden State? You would have had Clay. They would have talking about the light skin connection, bro. That would have been stupid. Bananiocho. Stupid Bananiocho. Bananiocho. Ah, man, bro. It's crazy, man. Let's see what else happening right now in the NBA tonight. Ooh. That boy getting tired. What time is it? 10 o'clock? That's it? That's it? 10 o'clock? Tired already? All right. I do got something I want to pull up. Let me see this. I was reading this article earlier. It's about the NBA playoff races. Let me pull. Let me remove this from the screen. Okay, I see. God of blackness. This whack. Let me see. Get a share. I don't know if y'all can see that, man, but luckiest GM, Hornets, Sleepy Mitch. Yeah. He definitely got lucky, man. That boy Melo fell into his lap. All right. So before we look at this, man, this is an article I was reading earlier about the kind of the way the season is looking like it's going to end. And I've talked about this in one of my recent videos, but this NBA playoffs play-in situation is so crazy to me because it's a situation now where they're taking, let me get this off here for a second. They're taking the bottom 7, 8, 9, and 10 teams and playing in, right? So last year during the bubble, they had to play in to the AFC, and it was like 8 and 9 had to play each other to get in. Now, number 7 is not safe. And I know that the reason for doing that is to create the bit of unknown excitement and anxiety that I feel when I say that, of being like, damn, if your team is at number 7, they not even safe no more. And so it is a tough situation for these Hornets to be in. And it's a super tough situation when these Hawks is starting to all of a sudden play better under Nate McMillan. The Celtics are starting to get healthy, and the Knicks are playing good basketball. And so even if you are number 7, you're going to have to really show up and play against some solid ball clubs. And to me, that's just so crazy. I want to see you interview LeVar with the most improved trophy for Lonzo and the Rockets. Rookie of the Year trophy. That would be excellent, man. I'm trying to set this up, man. I'm trying to set it up, man. I think it's just tough, man. It's tough. I was trying to set up a live stream situation. I was trying to set up just a regular interview, but we'll see, man. They got a lot going on over there, and we'll see. Agree. I would love to do that though, man. Here's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna do a video sometime this week. I don't know. I say sometime this week, but I'm gonna do a video soon. I've been plotting and planning on doing it, a LeVar video, and it'll be one that I will utilize you all as a part of it in order to hopefully get the interview set up and all of that jazz. But we'll see, man. Make sure y'all hit the sub button and all of that jazz. And so y'all aware when that go down. But, man, make sure y'all hit the like button as well, man, as y'all tuning into this. And how long we been on, man? We've been on for, let me see. Oh. My 50 minutes or so, man. We got about 10 more minutes, and then we'll slide, man. Just a quick stream to kind of end those games. Action to bring Jello also. That'd be fire, man. That'd definitely be fire. But we'll have to see, man. Y'all not sub? Couldn't be me. Exactly. Couldn't be me. Wouldn't be me. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm gonna have a video where y'all can just let that and drop your comment, and I'm gonna send that over to them. Just be like, yo, the people have spoken, man. The people have spoken. Pull up. Pull up. Hey, what's going on with the Brooklyn games? What happened if the NBA play? So what would happen if the NBA playoffs comes right now? The Knicks is 7th seed in Eastern Conference. Let's pull this up, man. I'm gonna pull up the standings real quick. Hit that like button now. Also, man, y'all check out, man. We got the channel membership and all of that jazz, man. So you want to be a channel member, you get a special badge, you get the emojis, the whole vibe, man. This is access to all kind of unique, unlimited things in that you could be a part of with a simple channel membership. No. All right, here we go. So right now, the playoffs were today. The Hornets would be in the 8th seed, and they'd be in the playing game. So right now, the playoffs were today. The Hornets and the Knicks would have to play each other. And whoever won that game would then play the winner of the Pacers and the Bulls. And then all right, no, take that back. I take that back. So right now, and this is the part that I don't really care for, is if you look at this, the Knicks at number 7 have 29 wins. The Bulls at number 10 have 22. So like if the playoffs started right now today, the Bulls, who are a below 500 team, legitimately could make their way into the 8th seed, right? And what would have to happen is the Knicks and the Hornets would play each other. The winner of that game would be the number 7 seed, which would suck because then you got to play Brooklyn in the first round, okay? So that's number 1. That sucks already. So you win the play-in game, and you have to play Brooklyn in the first round. If the playoffs started today, that would suck, okay? Then the loser of that 7 and 8 game would have to play the winner of the 9 and 10 game. And I would all day, every day, rather play the Philadelphia Sixers than the Brooklyn Nets. And I take that back because the Brooklyn Nets been banged up. You probably could steal a W from them, but they just loaded. But we have seen historically that it's not crazy to think that you could also store. We'd be DOA. Exactly. Right now it'd be DOA if we had to play the Brooklyn Nets. That's a fact of mundo. So then the Pacers and the Bulls, I think if that would be a toss-up game. Honestly, I believe right now if we played the Knicks, that'd be a toss-up game as well. So you really wouldn't see, but it would be crazy to think that the Bulls would end up jumping teams who they have 5 less losses than, and then also a team who is over 500 and then could make it into the 8th seed. We catch up until the top. Exactly. So it's like as long as you in the top 10, your fate is in your hands. If you could win out, you could do it. You had to win 2 games, but you could make your way into the playoffs in the top 10. So all you got to do is just get hot at the right time, and you'll be straight. But man, make sure y'all hitting the like button on the video for the culture, man. We're gonna get this thing. Let's go ahead and get it to 30 likes. We can get this bad boy to 30 likes. That'll be clutch for the culture. All right. So that's the thing is right now, Washington Wizards only they 2 games back, and they started the season terrible. Over here on the East, though, it's a little bit more. They just got a better situation over on the East all the way around. We look at, the Spurs, Warriors, 9 and 10. The West. I'm sorry, the West. The West is just always hard, man. Imagine right now if the playoffs started, and I'll probably end up doing a video about this tomorrow, man. Specifically. Let me make it bigger. All right. So now if the playoffs started tomorrow in the West, you would have the Mavericks and the Grizzlies play each other head up. The winner of that game would be number 7, who would play the Phoenix Suns. And here's the thing, though, that I do believe about the West is that there's probably no team outside of the Lakers who is unbeatable. So even the Utah Jazz, who are 41 and 14, I don't think that anybody's actually scared of them, right? There's no team over here on the West who you're like, man, we don't want to play them. We gotta. But I think that's also because all of them are really good squads. So if you the Warriors and you gotta play, you make it to number 8 and you gotta play the Jazz, you like your odds. If you are the Mavericks and you play in Phoenix, you got a shot. If you the Trailblazers and you going straight up with the Clippers, you feel like you got a shot. All the way through, man. I think the only team that you just don't want to play is the Lakers, and that's because they got that boy LeBron James. But that's that, man. But shoot, man, we finna get up out of here, man. Don't be stingy. Hit that like button. I appreciate that, man. My man God of Blackness on the mod, man, doing his thing. That's been super clutch, man. We're gonna get out of here tonight, man. We'll be back with some videos tomorrow. Make sure y'all sub to the channel. Hit that notification bell. All of that good jazz. Stay up on things, man. Check out the channel membership. If you are a channel member, you gotta. I think it's in beta right now, so you didn't even get your notifications. You gotta go to the members tab or whatever and check the community tab and to find all of the members videos. But there's member videos that are kind of tucked away for only members to see and all of that jazz. So it's a little cool stuff, man. But I don't know. Well, we testing it out, man. But brother BKL, appreciate you for coming through. God of Blackness, man, appreciate you for coming through. Anybody else? Kelly Dooku, appreciate that. Son of Will, appreciate that. 9 days to victory lines, appreciate you coming through. Everybody, man, I want to get some shout outs, man. So if you watching right now, all 29 of y'all, say something in there, and we're gonna throw some shout outs just to end this video or whatnot. And then we're gonna slide, man. AB and everyone, bless up, bless up. Big things, man. Bless up, bless up. Bless up, man. Blessings on blessings, y'all. We got content going strong. Keep it up, man. It's a big fact, man. Appreciate it. Hey, we finna take it to the next level, man. So another thing, so some stuff that I can tell y'all. So I've been experimenting, and so the way I kind of do my videos now is I kind of record them all at once. But I used to do where I record it, SD card, put it in, and I think I'm just gonna get back to that, man. I feel like the quality of the video just becomes more consistent if I just do it the bit more tedious way. So it might actually slow down the process of making videos a bit, but I think just the quality of the videos will be more consistent and be better. So be on the lookout for that, man, as we do these reactions and all of that stuff. Kind of cut out some of the inconsistencies with it. And I think too, man, one of the things that I do, man, is video stuff, man. So I got all kinds of video equipment and all kind of crazy stuff that I don't even use for this YouTube stuff that I need to start kind of enacting and all of that to take the content to the next level. And honestly, not even to the next level, man, take it back to where it was. Because back before, I used to go bananas with it. Keep doing what you do, man. New media positive, brother. For sure, man. Appreciate you, man. That's a fact, though. Elijah Shaw, man. Elijah, bro, you was the first person to sign up for the membership, man. So I appreciate that, bro. That's love, man. And it was before I even like announced it or talked about it in the video. I just looked up and you had already signed up, man. So that was clutch, man. That's that's super dope, man. Super dope. But all right, man. Any more shout outs, man? Drop a comment, man. We doing these shout outs before we get out of here. And then we'll probably be back tomorrow with a video. I don't know if we're gonna go live tomorrow, man, but we'll definitely be back with a video. All right, it's your main man, AB the Hero. We're gonna sign off of this thing. Let me get to the stuff. All right, appreciate y'all. Keep going, man. Positive, pal. Positive, my pal, bro. That's a fact of Mundo, man. Appreciate it, my guy. All right, yo, we finna get out of here, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's a late one, but all right, we gone.